Yo, FRO in the building. And I just want to do something a little bit different for the channel. And from now on, I'm going to be showing bits and pieces of my vinyl collection and the stuff I've collected through the years. I might do it in parts 1, part 2, part 3, etc. But ain't nothing to it but to do it. Let's rock. You guys might be able to hear the birds chirping in the background and shit, but we keep it moving. First up, we have the music score for the original Godfather. Fantastic film. What else is left to be said about it? Super mega classic, fantastic cast. But the music score I'm a fan of. Off the top of my head, a lot of strings and violins. Very dramatic, very brooding. But Nino Rota composed the music for The Godfather. Next up, we have The Red Light District by Ludacris. And I've always been a personal fan of this one. Me personally, of course. But I was young when it came out, 2004. I might have been in around 4th or 5th grade. I do like Number One Spot. I do like the intro. Get Back is cool. Put Your Money I do like with the DMX hook. I always wanted DMX to have a verse on there, but Blueberry Yum Yum I do enjoy. Child of the Night is one of my favorites off the album. The Potion I do like. Spur of the Moment I really enjoy with DJ Quick, who also produced it. Who Not Me I do like. Pimpin' All Over the World is one of my personal favorites. 2 Miles an Hour is cool. I love Hopeless. And I love Virgo. I think this is a fucking awesome album. Strangely enough, with the song Virgo, which also features Nas and Dougie Fresh, it also appears on Nas's album, Street's Disciple. And for those that want to see the vinyl of the Red Light District album, boom. I don't want to take the disc out of this one and mess up the packaging, but Jay Dilla, The Shining, the instrumentals. I also have the album here somewhere. I just got to look for it, but this was a recent one that I copped, the instrumentals themselves. Day one supporters of mine know how much I love Dilla. But yeah, off my favorite ones off this album, E=MC² with Common. I know these are the instrumentals, but off the Shining album itself, yeah, E=MC², So Far to Go, Dime Piece, Won't Do. Won't Do might be my favorite joint off of this one. Love with FRO. Yeah, awesome album, man. Rest in peace, Dilla. Next up, we have Marvin Gaye's Trouble Man, which I'm a big fan of. This is one of my favorite albums of all time. Personal choice, but I digress. This was done for the 1972 film with the same name. This one's very mellow, jazzy, but also very moody. It's like a walking down a dark alley kind of feel to it, but like still mellow in a way. My favorite ones are T Plays It Cool, of course. The theme from Trouble Man. There's a couple titles here that are main theme from Trouble Man. So there's a part 2 and a part 1. T stands for Trouble, I love. Cleo's Apartment. But this one I highly recommend. I think this one would be really good for road trips or if you're driving behind the wheel for a good amount of time. This might be a good one to put on. Next up, another big favorite of mine. J. Rue The Damages. The Sun Rises in the East. Fantastic album. Awesome production from my favorite producer of all time, DJ Premier. J. Rue's one of my personal favorite MCs. And I always thought J. Rue and Primo made an awesome team together making music. I love The Original, which might be my favorite off the album. Brooklyn Took It. I love the Perverted Monks in the House interlude or the theme the beat that Primo uses for that track. The Bitches. You Can't Stop the Prophet. Ain't the Devil Happy is a standout. My Mind Spray. Okay, so for me, it's either between The Original or My Mind Spray. My Mind Spray might be my personal favorite off of here. Love Come Clean. That's the more famous one I would say off the album is Come Clean. Static. I love Static because Primo kills that beat on Static. Like the way he literally makes the static the melody of the fucking beat. I wouldn't say the melody because the bass is more the melody, but he includes static into the beat and flips it in such a fantastic way. And Jungle Music. I do really enjoy Jungle Music. And I do recommend their second album, Wrath of the Math, that Primo also completely produced. This is an album that I haven't gotten a chance to hear yet, but it was highly recommended from someone who I want to shout out, Nice Guy Eddie's. He has his own record store. And I was like, yo, recommend me some dope Willie Nelson albums. He recommended me 3. He didn't have them at the time, but this was another one that he said he thought I would really enjoy. So this is Willie Nelson, Country Willie. If anybody's heard this one, let me know in the comments. Let me know what you thought if you have. And yeah, I'm going to get my Willie Nelson game more up. I'm a fan of the guy as a person. I've seen him in some movies here and there. Always loved his laid-back personality. So I'm going to get some more into Willie stuff. Of course, I know Whiskey River and more of his more famous songs, 1 or 2 of them, but yeah. And the last vinyl that I'm going to show for part 1 is another one that I haven't heard, but rest in peace to the great Don Rickles, one of my favorite stand-up comedians ever. Also one of my favorite actors, and love this guy. Fantastic, just a great not give a fuck, no filter attitude. He didn't give a fuck who you were, he was gonna roast you. And I love that, big or small, what color, whatever, he's gonna roast you. And that's what I really loved about him. He was just universal with how brutal his roasting was. I look forward to checking this one out, and rest in peace to the great Don Rickles. And that's it, y'all. It's your boy Fro. That's part 1. If you want me to do a part 2, part 3, etc., let me know. Comment below. Subscribe for more Fro. All that yada yada and all that stuff. And peace, y'all.